All right, so I don't have an answer key for this one, so since I'm doing the problems anyways, I thought I'd make a video of them. So here we go. Our first shape, I'm going to divide it into two triangles and a rectangle. And it appears as though this is 16 feet. So that's 16 feet. 40 minus 16 is 30, 24. All right. So the area of this one is going to be 1/2 times 30 times 24. 1/2 of 30 is 15. So I'm going to go 15 times 24 and get 360. 30 times 16 is 480. And then this one, again, 1/2 base times height. This is 16 here, so 16 times 30. But it's half of it, so I'm going to do 16 times 15. And so I'm going to get 240. It's a little too early to say we have the answer. All right, so it's interesting how we got multiples of 120 for all of them. So I could just do 3 times 360, but let's go 240 plus 360 plus 480. And so we get 1,000 in a big eraser. So we get 1,080. Okay. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to forget. All right, for our next one, this one's kind of fun because if I take this shape, and actually I'll do a better job of that. I'm willing to bet that if I take this shape here and move it, just move the shape. Yeah, I just get a rectangle. So that's a 2x3 rectangle, so that's a headache. That's 6. Oh my goodness, the world is shaking. That is 6 inches squared. All right. All right, so our next one. This sort of crenellation looking thing I can break into 3 rectangles. We all have right angles, which is great. All right. So this is 36, so that makes this 36. This has a height, it looks like of 18. Well, I'm assuming it's 18. If I zoom out a little bit, I wonder if it looks more like an 18. Okay, I'm going with 18. So this is also 18. All right, so this is a square 8 by 8, 18 by 18. So 18 squared is 324. So I take care of this one. Now, this whole height here is 54. 54 minus this 18. So 54 minus 18. 54 minus 18. So this is 36. This distance from here to here is 36 plus 27 plus 18. So I'm going to add those together. So I have 36 plus 27 plus 18. I get 81. Oh, the sun's out. All right, so the area of this large rectangle is going to be 36 times 81. And so this is 2,916. And our last rectangle is 36 by 18. All right, so that's 648. I really want to be done, but I'm not. So I'm going to add to that the 2,916. I'm also going to add the 324, and I get 3,888 millimeters squared. So the second one, I believe, was 6, and that one was 3,888. All right, excellent. Okay, our next problem, I'm going to have in decimal form because clearly I have a circle that has been truncated a little bit, little haircut. And so the whole area of the circle is going to be pi r squared. So that's pi times 12 squared. So that's 144 pi. Now, how I'm going to break this apart is I'm going to find the area of 3/4 of that. And then I'm going to find the area of this. Well, it's 12 times 12, 144 divided by 2. So I know that's 72. All right, so I'm going to multiply this by 3/4. So 144 is definitely divisible by 4. And so we get 36 times 3. So that is 108 pi plus 72. But 72 is not, does not get multiplied by pi. So at this point, I need to multiply my 108 by 3.14 for pi. And I'm going to add to it my 72 for the triangle. And so we have a total area of 411.12. So that is 411.12. All right, for number 5, I again have 3 shapes. Hopefully we don't have 4 ever, right? So actually, no, I really only have 2 shapes. So I have the 21 times the 3. 21 times 3, I didn't just yawn, is 63. And then, well, so from here to here, well, that's 18 because it's minus the 3 here. So 18, and so that's 3, so this is 3. Oh, so 18 times 3 divided by 2. So let's divide 18 by 2, which is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 plus 60 is going to be 90. And that is meters squared. Okay, for number 6, 2 shapes. 4 times 6 is 24. This is 3. That makes this 3, which means the radius is 1.5. So pi r squared, but I only want half of it. So 1.5 squared. I only want half of it. Times pi, because the 24 is not in terms of pi. And let's add it to the 24. It's like a hot tub in a pool. So we get 27.5. I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth, 3. All right, number 7. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, we all. All right, so we almost have a Deathly Hallow symbol, but not quite. It's a bummer. All right, so I see I have an equilateral triangle. Again, I see that because all 3 sides are equal. So if I drop the altitude, that makes this 18. That makes this a 30, 60 right triangle, which means this is 18 times the square root of 3. So the area of the triangle is going to be 36 times 18 root 3, 18 root 3. So I'm going to take the square root of 3, I'm going to multiply it by 18, and then I'm going to multiply that result, which remember is the height. I'm going to multiply that by 36. But it's a triangle, so I have to divide by 2. So the area of the triangle is 561.18, but we need to get rid of the circle. That's the area. So the radius is 6, so that's 36 times pi. So 36 times 3.14. All right, I could figure that one out. All right, and I'm going to combine that. I'm taking that away from the 561.18. And so I get a total of 448.14. Okay. Number 8. Ah, it's almost exactly the opposite of problem 4. Instead of getting a haircut, now we've let it grow on one side a little bit too much. All right, so the area of this is 20 times 20, so that's 400. So now we need to find the area of this shape right here. So pi r squared, so that's 400 again, right? So we get 400 times pi. But we only want 3/4 of it. So that 3/4 of 400 is 300 pi. So 300 times 3.14 is 942. I'm going to add to it 400. And I get 1,342 meters squared. All right. All right, Osmond broke the unusually shaped picture window in his parents' living room. Oops. The figure shows the dimensions of the window. Replacement glass costs $8 per square foot and will be a $35 installation fee. Find the cost to replace to the nearest cent. All right. So let's find the area of the window. Oh, this is a trapezoid. Okay, cool. So the area of this rectangle here is 12, 3 times 4. That's easy enough. I'm going to make an assumption that this is half a circle with a radius of 2.5. So 2.5 squared times pi. So 2.5 squared times 3.14. So we have 19.625, add that with the 12. And for the trapezoid, we know this is 3, that's 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4, because it's 1/2 base, 1 plus base 2 times the height. Oh, the height is 1, so this has an area of 4. So let's add these things together. So 4 plus 12 is 16. And so we get 35.625. All right, number 10. Oh, I hate these. Estimate the area of each shaded irregular shape. The grid has squares with sides of 1 centimeter. Oh, I hate this. All right, well, let's take the easy low-hanging fruit. So that's 5. I can safely say this is 6. And now we're on to estimation. This plus this is 7. I can say that this plus this is makes 8. And I have, well, both of these take almost the whole thing, so I'm going to count them as 1 apiece, so that's 2. So I'm getting an area of approximately 10 square centimeters. All right, same idea here. I can safely say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those together make 6. This plus this is more than 1, but less than 2. So I'm going to say 1.5. And so I get 7.5 approximately. All right, if I made an error, don't be afraid to comment on the quiz.